Stanley Gadlick of the Boynton Beach Veterans Council. On behalf of the Boynton Beach Veterans Council and the Consul General of the Republic of France, we like to welcome you to this ceremony of the Legion of Honor Medal ceremony. Thank you.
It's with great honor that we stand here today honoring heroes that not only represent their past accomplishments in securing the freedom of this great country that we live in, but at the same time giving us solace in knowing that men such as this are alive and strong today, and giving us proper role models for our children to be able to experience this wonderful opportunity here today. Thinking about what happened on that fateful day just reminds us once again of what it takes to be a hero. It reminds all of us that are not put in harm's way of what it takes for a man to put himself in harm's way for the sake of others. In the Bible we read about Joseph, the great viceroy of Egypt, who was thrown into the depths of challenge, yet persevered to be able to save a country and a civilization. One man that stood for morality and ethics, to fight for others, to save not only his own family, but to save the entire people around him. And with that, we should know that each and every one of us have the great abilities to watch these great men in awe, in honor, and respect. And may God bless us to be able to look up to them for continued guidance and inspiration. We must thank them, and God Almighty should and will bless us with health, with success, and most important in this day and age, of clarity of mind and safety for us and all of our children.
Thank you, Ella. Introduce a man that has become a friend of mine, French Consul General Gail de Maison. Please, a nice welcome.
Thank you very much, Tom.
By the way, we'll listen to us. I'm going to right here.
Tom earlier said he doesn't like, or he likes, I'm not sure, improvisation, and I'm terrified by improvisation, so I don't know how I would have done if I would have been asked by him to improvise the speech for today. So I have a very dedicated team at the consulate that works diligently to receive all the applications, to send them to Paris after the free process, and to receive them and contact each of you. And we're really grateful to people like Tom who take time to help us. We're also very, very grateful. I will not call you Grandpa as it was done before, Mr. Stein, but we're very, very, very grateful to you to have opened the doors of this wonderful place. This School of Val-Arbor, all the people who work here, come here to pray, the children that I've seen when I enter, are really what we at the French Consulate with this Legion of Honor are working for. Serenity, contact between generations, remembrance, recognition, as it was said before, recognition to all the heroes we've got today. So I don't know whether we have 19, 22, 20, we'll see that when we physically give the medal, but all of you that have made it, or some of your brothers or sisters who didn't make it, they are so dear to the mind of the French and the European people. You might wonder why there's a European flag, because when you gentlemen, and I'm very proud today that there's a lady to turn to, Mrs. Jacobson, I mean it's not so often that we have a member of the fairer and the most intelligent sex to recognize all of you and your brothers, brethren and sisters have fought to free France, but also Europe, not from Germany but from Nazi barbarity. This terrible time when Europe was invaded by the darkest ideologies of Nazism, of fascism, that not only destroyed all the cultures, that destroyed an entire people, I mean millions of people who died in concentration camp. And very often when we do the ceremony, we find people who came from America, delivered France, sometimes opened the doors of the worst place on earth, the concentration camp. And being here today is really a way to recognize that we now belong to a different world. I'm very touched that my colleague from Israel, Chaim Shaham, made the gesture to come today to this ceremony. Not long ago, thanks to the ceremonies organized by Tom, I had the chance to have my German colleague, also my Japanese colleague, because all the ceremonies we do are really to show that we live in a different world. Today the French people still fight side by side in Afghanistan, but also around Syria, around Libya, to build a better world. And we are in the same fight as with Israel, as with Germany, as with Japan. We are part of the same United Nations family. So the medal that I now will have the immense privilege and honor to deliver to each of you are the highest honor that the French government gives. The Legion of Honor was founded by Napoleon, the Emperor, and is really given to people who have fought for the ideals of France, the ideal of democracy. We have amazing people who received it in the past. I mean, they can be French national heroes like Victor Hugo, like Colette, like General de Gaulle, but also American heroes like Thomas Edison, like Alexander Graham Bell, General MacArthur, Colin Powell, more recently Dwight Eisenhower. And all those people embody the same ideal, the same daily heroism that you've shown when you were 18, 19, 20 and you sailed from or flew from America to free France. So I will have the help of my colleague, Diana Galvin, who's an American student, who embodies this mix of cultures. She's going to read individual biography while I physically give this Legion of Honor. And I pronounce the sentence in French. Au nom du président de la République et en vertu des pouvoirs qui nous sont conférés, nous vous faisons chevalier dans la Légion d'honneur. Which in English is, in the name of the French president and in virtue of the powers bestowed upon me, I make thee knight in the order of the Legion of Honor. So without further ado, I will call on Mr. Horace Clark. If you can move to the center, and I will leave the floor to Dan, who is going to read one by one a little passage about all of you, what we've done.
Mr. Sidney Goldner. He was born on June 4th, 1921, and joined the U.S. Army in April 1943. As a first lieutenant of the 8th Air Force, Mr. Goldner has distinguished himself by his determination and courage participating in the liberation of Normandy. For his achievements, the American government presented him with awards such as the Distinguished Flying Cross Medal and the Air Medal with 3 oak leaf pilsters.
Mr. Goldner, au nom de la République,